Welcome to Coaches Conversations, first and foremost. You're one of the few. You're one of the lucky few that gets to sit down with me. Do you feel lucky?
It's a blessing. I feel the privilege, and I'm bringing the luck all the way throughout the whole week, and you will understand what I mean by throughout the whole week.
All right, so for people who are watching right now, it doesn't matter the day they're watching this particular conversation. You have the most unique fight week ever because your wife, who is currently in Vegas, is expecting your second child.
Yeah.
And it is literally, the due date is this Saturday, a day after the fights.
Correct.
Do you have, the fact that it's your second, does that take a little bit of the nerves off? Or how are you feeling right now?
I would say that the fact that it is the second child, it takes it a little bit off because my wife is more secure. Like, if it was the first child, like, she don't have no idea what she's giving herself into, right? Mm-hmm. So with the second child, they say, like, whenever, like, if you drop something, they're like, let them pick them up. Like, with the first one, you just, like, so all of that is the same with the labor, I believe. Like, she literally just told me whenever we found out that, okay, I would be fighting on this card, she looked at me, we laughed, and we were like,
So there was never a time where you thought about dropping out?
Oh, no. She looked at me. She's like, I got this. You go handle business, and I got this.
That's amazing.
Oh, she's an amazing woman.
What's it like to have a partner like that in the fight game?
So I would say that there's no fluke that the same year I got married to her was the same year I actually won the championship. Having a strong woman behind you that supports you, the support system in general, but she's my best friend, she's my closest friend, so no, it's amazing. There's nothing, I feel nothing I can't do with her by my side.
You alongside Impa are probably the two names in this entire tournament, not just in your weight division, that are synonymous with the PFL. Yeah. And when you won your title a few years ago, you kind of came out of nowhere to win it. And the way that you won your fights was really entertaining. How much did that title help your confidence moving forward?
Oh, it helped my confidence a lot. And the thing is, winning is they say winning cures everything, right?
Yeah.
So obviously winning and putting on a good winning record, it boosted my confidence, and I believe that during that 2-year span, I found out how I wanted to look in the cage in terms of what I wanted to do. When should I do this? When should I do that? And what do I do? What exactly what I need to do to win the fights? I've carried that with me, and I believe that I'm a better fighter because of that.
Ultimately, I think hopefully you've seen that PFL is making a lot of changes, and a lot in the promotion of the fighters, in having certain people like myself be here, and because we really want to draw a line in the sand and support you guys and the ladies properly, so we can build an MMA organization that we all can be proud of. Yeah. You've been here every step of the way. Yeah. You fought 20 times in the PFL, and there hasn't always been the weight class that fits you perfectly. I know. Right? Yeah. So how does, now that we have 185, how excited are you for that weight class?
To be honest, the word I've been using is finally. Because to be quite frank, I was too heavy for the welterweight division. Mm-hmm. My coach Selman, he always said, after weight cut, it was a coin flip. What side are we getting, right? I fought at 205 last season, and that was mostly because coming off of a really bad weight cut at the 2023 finals, PFL asked me, they were like, so what do you want to do, right? And I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to lose 1 pound.
Right.
So I was like, put me up at 205. I'm telling you, I had steaks night before weigh-ins when I fought at 205 because I didn't even weigh 205, right? So 185 is the perfect weight division for me. It's always been. So I believe that with my experience, with everything going on in terms of, like you said, being the champion, fighting 20 times, and now finally fighting in 185 again, I think we're going to see the best Sadibou.
To probably the hardcore fan, if you say, describe Sadibou C to me,
Yeah.
they go kickboxer.
Yeah.
But what I've seen the last few years since I've been here is somebody who's actively trying to work on your weaknesses in your game.
100%.
And how much has the working on the wrestling on the ground, so if you get taken down there, you know what to do, can get back out of it. How much do you think that has improved?
So I made the move 2022 from Sweden to Vegas for that particular reason. Not because we didn't have great wrestlers in Sweden, but I needed more bodies and more more people that are gonna give me different looks. So that's something that I've been working on for years, right? And I believe that I don't see myself as a kickboxer, and I haven't done that for years. I see myself as an MMA fighter.
Love it.
Now, having said that, fighting only 2 times last year, last fight in June, it gave me almost a whole year to work on certain stuff that I haven't been able to work on when I'm in camp back to back to back to back like I've been previous years. So I'm very excited because I believe that I'm not only added, but I'm also more secure in things that I knew but didn't want to go for because I didn't have the confidence in certain areas. It's a very exciting time for me, I believe.
So now, along those lines,
Yeah.
this is now one shot, and you're one of the few fighters that participated in the season. So, if, say for example, you lost your first fight, you say, "Man, I can still get a 6-point finish and still make the playoffs." Universally, the fighters I've talked to, they like this better. The confusion is gone, and they like the 3 fights in 5 months instead of potentially 4 in 7 or 8. Which do you prefer?
On paper, definitely this one. I'll tell you why. Also, 4 fights in 7 or 8 months. It's hard. Making the weight cut, it's hard. You have bumps and bruises after each fight. You have to, they say a week after the fight, you always like your emotions is up and down. Mm-hmm. And now already you have a new opponent that you're gonna prepare for. So for me, 3 fights, I prefer that, and it makes it easier. I said before, first fight 2023, I fought in Vegas. Second round finish, I was number 5, I believe, in the bracket.
Mm-hmm. What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I prefer this one because it simplifies it. You win, and you go, and you advance.
I keep hearing too, and then maybe I'm just different. But maybe that's why I have a voice now. Is everybody says, "Oh, your season's over." Your tournament's over, but it doesn't mean your year's over. No. There's still going to be, other fights and things. So the preparation for 2025, whether you win this thing or you don't, are you in the best headspace that you've ever been in?
I believe so, to be honest, because last year after the last fight, there was a lot of uncertainties of how 2025 would look, right?
Yep.
And at that point, I got to ask myself, how much do I miss this? How much do I want this, right? So I was on vacation. I was like, I'm just waiting for the call. Like what's going on? Like, I really want it back in there. And that showed me that, okay, I really want this. And this is something that I'm not going to take for granted because I have no idea how many more opportunities like this is going to come, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not the youngest guy in here. So for me, this is something that I feel like it might be my last tournament for PFL, right? We don't know. So I truly want to make sure that I do everything, and I mean everything, to be in the right physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually for this.
All of it. All of it. Hit me with a couple of names that you think are going to be your toughest competition in this weight class for this tournament.
To be honest, I'm boring like that. The toughest name is Dalton Rasta because he's the one in front of me. I'm not, I've been here since 2018. I've done that, looking past, so no, we can't do that. We have to make sure Friday, getting the job done, then it's the next name up.
So PFL, we have a really big opportunity this week. We've had the first 2 weeks, 11 finishes in 16 fights. It's almost 75%. That's crazy, right? And so now this week, last week we were late. Like I walked out here at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
This week, early card starts at 5.
Yeah.
Then you've got the main card that starts at 7 on ESPN.
Yeah.
So you guys have a huge audience on Friday.
I love it.
Walking into this, how do you weigh the entertainment, knowing, man, I have a lot of eyeballs, and I want to make sure that I fight a really smart fight?
Yeah, my style, I believe, has always been. I'm always trying to look for something spectacular, but it cannot come at the cost of getting my hand raised. So that's always the first goal and the priority. And that's also why I go back to it simplifies it with I don't have to think about the points now.
Yeah.
I have time in there to actually build up and set up my finishes. I don't have to just try to press because I need the points. And I always love the opportunity to fight in front of as many eyeballs as possible. So I'm very, very excited and very stoked.
Take me through how you see this fight for you going on Friday.
I believe that this fight is gonna be whoever is gonna be able to control the distance and the pace is gonna be able to be victorious. And I believe that with my not only skill set, length, but also fight IQ, I will be able to control that. I feel like my technique and weapons that I have is gonna be perfectly suited for his style. I've seen his style a lot. He's a tough wrestler, young, hungry, strong, and I believe that we had the right game plan for how to tame the bully or whatever you call it.
Very good. Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Thank you, my brother.
I appreciate you.
Oh, man. Oh, much love. Much love. Thank you, man. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Thank you.